filly mares moving in behind the Metro Home Building Center starting gate. It's post time for race number 9. Now let's go back upstairs for the call to track announcer Vance Cameron.
Collective Wisdom, Traces of Purple, Dusty Lane, Ms. Molly, West River Amber, Pretty and Dangerous, Woodmere Finesse. Open Mares, 9th race, top of the stretch. Now approaching a start. And there's one nose on the gate, and that belongs to Dusty Lane, Ms. Molly, and she'll be the leader into the turn. Collective Wisdom's away. Second, third is Traces of Purple. West River Amber then in fourth. Fifth around the turn, Pretty and Dangerous. Then the trailer is Woodmere Finesse. They move to the back stretch for time 1. Dusty Lane, Ms. Molly for the Blue Knight. Jason Hughes by 2. Second is Collective Wisdom, racing from third. Traces of Purple. West River Amber now fourth. There goes Woodmere Finesse, moving up fifth on the outside. Now the trailer. That is Pretty and Dangerous, 29 and 1/5 the quarter. Midway around the turn, approaching the 3/8. Dusty Lane, Ms. Molly has some company coming. Woodmere Finesse now up to challenge. Third up the rail is Collective Wisdom. Racing fourth, Traces of Purple. Fifth is West River Amber. And the trailer, Pretty and Dangerous. They're halfway home in the open mares. And now they're hooking on up front. Dusty Lane, Ms. Molly at the rail. Woodmere Finesse on the outside. 57-2. Opening half. That's a 28-1. Second quarter. Dusty Lane, Ms. Molly, the leader. Collective Wisdom getting a trip. Flattening out on the outside. Third, Woodmere Finesse. Here comes Pretty and Dangerous. 3 wide and moving fourth. Fifth is Traces of Purple. West River Amber on the outside, the trailer. And all 6 mares are still into it. Down to a less than a quarter of a mile to go. 3/4 in 1. 27-3 with an 1/8 of a mile out. Pretty and Dangerous leading them home. Dusty Lane, Ms. Molly now second. Collective Wisdom third. Woodmere Finesse fourth. On the wire next in the open mares. Pretty and Dangerous for Dowling. Collective Wisdom second. Third is Dusty Lane, Ms. Molly. 157-1. Pretty and Dangerous arriving at the ninth race winner's circle. Bay Pacing Mare, she's 8 by Armbro Deuce. From the Matt Scooter Dam Program Manager. Owned by Bo Ford and Arnold Myers of Charlottetown. Trained by Bo Ford. David Dowling picks up his second winner for the double. The mile in 1:57.1. Pretty and Dangerous to double up Dowling in the open mares at Charlottetown. Now the official results in the ninth race. Collective Wisdom second. Traces of Purple sixth. Dusty Lane Ms. Molly third. West River Amber fifth. Pretty and Dangerous the race winner. Woodmere Finesse finished fourth. They went 29-1. 57-2. 127-3. And the mile 1:57.1. From the top 2:63. 5:14. Pretty and Dangerous 13.90. The Exactor 27.80. The Triactor 164.50. And the Superfecta was 69.46. Ladies and gentlemen, here's an announcement for the races tomorrow afternoon at Summerside. They're going to be postponed with the incoming forecast for torrential rainfall and winds. The now scheduled post for Summerside will be Monday evening with a 6 o'clock opening post time. So there'll be no racing tomorrow afternoon in Summerside with the pending forecast. The program will be raced on Monday evening, 6 o'clock opening post time for closing day at Summerside.
The race day program ad sponsors include Aubrey's Bottle Exchange, Macquarie's Meats, and MyStandardBread.com. You will find their ad in our race program. And if you would like to book on our Race Day TV network, Splash the Track, Billboard campaign, or our race replay ads, contact Marketing and Brands Manager Lee Drake for details.
Island Breeders' final for the 2-year-old Colt Pacers. It's the Lee Taylor Memorial, number 1 Woodmere Bolt, owned by Peter Smith, Gerald Morrissey, and Arnold Hagen. Earl Smith training and driving. 2 is Fernhill Dynamic, owned by David Kennedy and Ian Smith of Charlottetown, trained by Tom Weatherby, Mark Bradley. 3 is Knockout Punch, owned by Kurt Hughes and James Perot, Stratford. Jason Hughes trains and drives. 4 is Dusty Lane Cortez, owned by David and Jordan Lewis of Alberton, trained by Devin Wallace, David Dowling. 5 is Notorious, owned by Darrell and Gordon McLean and Shirley Symes, trained by Darrell McLean, driven by Mark Campbell. Number 6 is Red Dirt Rock and Roll, owned by Jack Quinn of Charlottetown and Lenny Myers of Stratford, trained by Lenny Myers, today Adam Murner. 7 is Halmac Finale, owned by Ryder and Andrea Renison of Truro, Nova Scotia, trained by George Renison, Dale Spencer. Number 8 is Red Dirt Boomer, owned by Dan Ross of Belfast, trained and driven by Jules Barrio. There's 4 minutes wagering time in race number 10. Redshores Summerside will be the place to be. And Kurt, that final card with an incoming forecast that's not too pretty. We're going to drop the curtain on Monday at 6.
For sure, Vance. Yes, a good decision made by the crew here at Red Shores to move that program to the Monday night card. And the final card, like Vance said, will now be Monday night at Red Shores Summerside. Post time will be 6 p.m. and the evening will feature second chance draws for prizes such as dining cards, betting vouchers, and merchandise. Rocky Skirman and Lee Drake will co-host the evening with trips down memory lane, including the 2018 Governor's Plate and special trackside presentations, including Gerard Smith, excuse me, PEI Sports Hall of Fame pace in race 6. And get ready for a great evening of racing with action on and off the track at Red Shores Summerside on Monday night, post time at 6 p.m. Okay, just 2 to go here before race number 10. It is the Island Breeders' final 2-year-old colts, and it is the Lee Taylor Memorial. And we're going to get a look at the 5 Notorious, a 2-year-old gelding by Malicious, owned by Darrell McLean, Gordon McLean, and Shirley Symes. Darrell is the trainer. Mark Campbell will do the driving. Had a really nice trip last time out in Truro in the Maritime Breeders' final. Left from post 8 and cut it all out, and they were big fractions over there in Truro, getting down to the half and 57-4, down to the 3/4 and 127-3. Gave it up late, but was only beat a length and race timed in 158-4. And the start prior to that was a nice win in 2 minutes 2/5 in that elimination of Truro. And the start prior to that here in Charlottetown was a Breeders' Crown victory where he circled the entire field to win in 2 minutes 1/5, 29-3 on the end of it. This guy is in peak form right now, and I like him to win it here. So do the punters. He is 3-5 on the board for the 5 Notorious.
Enjoy the thrill of the race anywhere, anytime with HPIBet.com. Join for free and use your smartphone, tablet, or PC to watch and wager when you can't be at the track. Stream live racing from over 450 tracks. Bet with ease from anywhere. It's safe and secure. Get rewards, race alerts, tips, and more. For a limited time, get $100 when you become a member. Plus, 1 month free live race streaming and your first bet is on us. Go to HPIBet.com to join for free today.
Okay, time is running out to get a ticket here on race number 10. We're going to get a quick look at the one Woodmere Bolt, owned by Peter Smith, Gerald Morrissey, and Arnold Hagen. Earl Smith is the trainer and the driver. This colt has had a great freshman campaign. He has 12 for 12 in the top 3 with 7 wins and over $40,000 in the bank here. And if you look at he was scratched last week, but the start prior to that, he was a good second. And the start prior to that, he was a good third. And then down at the bottom line there in the Joe O'Brien Gold, he cut it all out and was third, beaten a length and a half. Race time to 1:59 and 2, 28 and 1 on the end of it. He has the rail here this afternoon, so I'll look for Earl to be pretty aggressive and get him spotted up close to the front. And I like him for part of my triactor. 2-1 on the one Woodmere Bolt. And as I mentioned, this is the Lee Taylor Memorial, and Lee Taylor farmed all his life in 9 Mile Creek on a typical mixed farming operation that supported his family of 3 sons and afforded him the luxury of breeding and raising standardbreds. He was among the most successful breeders of his day, producing several stake winners, including Maritime Champion filly in Radiant Star. Active also in the PEI Colt Stakes, he was president from 91 to 93, a quiet, unassuming gentleman with a quick wit. He was also